Are you even a movie YouTuber if you haven't done a video on The Dark Knight? The answer is yes, because you should talk about movies you personally enjoy. But The Dark Knight is considered one of the greatest movies of all time. A statement I agree with. I first saw this movie in the 5th grade, after we had taken our state test, the PSSAs. I don't think I really understood what was happening in that movie at the time. Is that Batman? He just jumped off the building! We did not finish the movie. I think the next thing we watched was Robots, 2005. Yo, guys, watching Robots in that classroom was a 10 out of 10 experience. Watching that with my classmates that joint was funny, man. That joint was funny, man. There was like 2 boys in there who were friends, and they was making jokes about them being like Ronnie and Fender, bruh. And that joke, bruh, let me tell you, 10 out of 10 experience, would do it again. It was so hilarious, bro. I would later watch The Dark Knight for myself in the late 2010s. I got to say, the experience was awesome. I was truly on the edge of my seat. I was deeply invested in the story and did not know what was going to happen next. It made watching the movie quite exciting. Seriously, if you somehow watching this video and have never seen The Dark Knight, please watch it. It's truly a great movie. At least I think so. Also, one of the most surprising aspects about this film is how much it's quoted. Like, I've seen most of these quotes on YouTube comic sections and never assumed it came from this movie.
Some men aren't looking for anything logical. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I legit thought this quote was from a philosopher. That just goes to show how well written the film is. But before I start gushing over this movie, I'm going to say some criticisms first. The hand-to-hand combat was an improvement from Batman Begins, but it's still not great, and it's still pretty shaky cam heavy. That being said, just like the previous film, I didn't mind this time around. Bro, what does this mean? Do I not judge shaky cam harshly anymore? Anyway, I would say it's a negative, but I think the idea of the action giving you the feeling that you're fighting Batman is there, and does make me feel more immersed in what's happening. I think the best hand-to-hand scene is when Batman fights the SWAT team. I think it's the best showcase of Batman being a technical fighter, and just how smart he is. It's impressive how he saves those 3 civilians and safely disposes of the SWAT team. Okay, maybe not that safe. Batman! Some of those guys are upside down! Help them! Until this rewatch, I honestly forgot this was a scene in the movie. Like, this was like a whole new scene to me. This is honestly a contender for the best Batman action scene. Wait a minute! I'm supposed to be saying critiques here. Okay, this may be a minor nitpick, but I found a couple of bad cuts. I don't know if bad is the right word, but I found 2 instances where continuity between cuts was off, which isn't a lot, but I wanted to make sure it was noted. Also, while I was looking for them, I couldn't find them again, so I should have written down the timestamps. I tried going online to see if anyone else had seen what I was talking about, but I stumbled upon people who seem to not like the movie's editing. While I do find the movie's editing frantic and fast-paced, I think that's kind of the point, man. That's kind of the point. I think the editing very much adds to the tension and tone of the movie. Now, if you personally don't like the editing, that's fair. So, whatever. Now, there's a criticism that I had when I first watched the film, which upon rewatch, I find not to be true. I kind of thought that much of Batman's motivation in this film came from Rachel, his love interest. But it's not. It's doing the right thing, trying to make sure Gotham is a better place. If Rachel was his motivation, he would have stopped being Batman or given himself up. But he didn't. He continues as Batman and tries to help the city. I think my original criticism came from a pet peeve of mine, that many comic book films focus a lot on the love interest as a motivation for the main character. I don't know. I always found that kind of unnecessary, But as I age, I think it's okay to have this stuff in movies. I mean, it's true to life. Many people find motivation from loved ones in their own lives. So I would say my pet peeve now stems from how played out it is. So if you're gonna make a love interest and motivation in a movie, just try to make it interesting and original. That's all. Rachel is honestly a great character, and I respect that she is also trying to fight against the corruption in Gotham. Maggie Gyllenhaal gives a great performance as the character. I'm surprised from the Batman stuff I've seen, she isn't a major character or is just absent. I would assume she would have become someone like Mary Jane, but it didn't seem to happen. Nevertheless, a lot of characters in the movie are great and well acted. Aaron Eckhart's performance as Harvey Dent / Two-Face is one of my favorite adaptations of the character. Gary Oldman as Jim Gordon is great. This high-key might be the best movie for his character. Michael Caine as Alfred is a legend, and you already know that. And Kristen Bell as Bruce Wayne and Batman is phenomenal. His Bruce Wayne has not missed a beat. Seriously, I kinda forget that Batman and Bruce are being played by the same guy. If Batman were real, I wouldn't think it was this guy.
Well, you weren't protecting the van.
Why? Who's doing it?
Batman is so cool in this movie, bro. But I used to think his role was overshadowed by the Joker. But he plays a very active role in the story. His resolve to make sure justice is served and to believe in the good in Gotham makes me realize why I love Batman. He's a good guy. Although he's kind of crazy though. Batman, don't drop him, bro! Don't drop him! They call this movie The Dark Knight, but Batman's goodness is really a light against the darkness of Joker. Maybe it's because his methods are unconventional? What in the world? Batman is actually pretty cool in this movie. His voice was kind of funny when I first heard it, but you get used to it pretty fast, and it's not really a distraction. Hey, aren't you supposed to be giving critiques right now? Just give me a sec, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling. Let's continue the video. Let's see the script here. I'm going to give everyone Gotham cookies. That's not that bad. It will be these kinds. Batman, stop this guy! We finally made it. The Joker. Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is amazing. To be honest, I'm pretty sure much I have to say about him, and his performance is something you already heard. I mean, what can I say? It's good. It's good performance, bro. The Dark Knight's Joker is iconic. The line delivery, the body acting, the improv, all combined to make one of the best villains in film. It's just the little things that stack up all on top of each other. Like him clapping when Jim gets the promotion to commissioner. It's stuff that I didn't even notice before. Like he takes a glass and just dumps most of it out before even drinking it. There are thousands of essays about this version of Joker that could probably better convey what makes this character and performance so good. To me, Joker just brings some fun energy to the movie. He has a playful demeanor, yet we can take him seriously as the villain. He always seems to be one step ahead. There's a mystery to him, because we never really truly learn about who he is and what caused him to do the things he did. This makes him all the more interesting. The performance just grabs your attention. I think it's worthy of being put in at least the top 20 acting performances of all time. That being said, I must disagree with this sentiment I think I kind of had, which is that the Joker carries the Dark Knight. And after rewatching the movie, it's clear to me there's more to love about this movie besides Heath Ledger's amazing performance. The action outside the hand-to-hand combat, I can say, is truly amazing. The use of practical effects was just stunning. The cinematography was excellent. The score by Hans Zimmer is incredible. I don't know why I was kind of mad to it at first, It's really great. The incredible writing. Christopher Nolan and the team that worked on this film really knocked it out of the park. No disrespect to Heath Ledger, but I think this movie would still be considered a good movie even without his involvement. Would it have been better without him? We never know. But I can say for sure I'm happy with the movie we got. Movies are a collaborative effort, a puzzle that needs all its pieces to be complete. Heath Ledger's performance as Joker is an outstanding piece and an amazing puzzle.
When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Okay, I have one last criticism. Why did it matter for the people to not know what Harvey Dent did? Joker wanted to show people can be brought down to his level. Now, in the end, all it takes is one bad day. He technically won, because while despite the city not knowing the truth, which is what I think he wanted to show to everyone, he was proven right in a sense because Harvey was basically about to kill Jim's family. Again, his main goal was to show everyone, which he didn't succeed in, so I guess he half won. But even if the city did find out, Batman and Jim didn't falter under the circumstances. Shout out to the guys in the subreddit. So for what I can gather, Harvey needed to be seen as a good guy so the people in the courts would have the courage to fight against the mob. But if seen as a bad guy, he would just be another person corrupted by the mob, leading to all the convicted criminals at the beginning of the movie to be set free, which Jim and Batman don't want for the city. Essentially, the future of Gotham was at stake. So having Harvey be portrayed as a martyr was the only best course of action. Okay, I get it. But even with this information, Joker still half won. But that's me assuming that he did want Harvey to be exposed, causing the criminals to be set free. I'm kind of under the assumption that Joker did all this to prove his point, which was proven true. But I guess not, now that I think about it. While Harvey did went crazy, the people on the two boats didn't kill each other, despite what they had been told. I guess the real lesson is, while anyone can become evil like the Joker, anyone can also do the right thing like Batman. You know, going into it, I thought the ending to the movie was kind of inconsistent with what we've been told. But when I really sat down and thought about it, it made quite sense. Anyone can become a villain, but anyone can become the hero. The Dark Knight truly is a great movie. Batman choosing to take the fall for Harvey Dent's death and driving on that motorcycle at the end was awesome. One of the best endings to a movie. Truly a masterpiece. I give The Dark Knight a 9.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching this video, you guys. It means a lot. When I was working on this video, there was a lot of stuff. There was some stuff on social media. People now hating. I don't know. I wouldn't say they're hating on it, but they're saying these movies are not comic book enough. I don't know. These movies are pretty zany. But I hope you guys liked the video. So please leave a like. Please subscribe. Y'all have a nice day. Drink water. And as always, God bless.